This message is sponsored by Greenlight. With school out, summer is the perfect time to teach our kids real-world money skills they'll use forever. Greenlight is a debit card and the #1 family finance and safety app used by millions of families, helping kids learn how to save, invest, and spend wisely. Parents can send their kids money and track their spending and saving, while kids build money confidence and skills in fun ways. Start your risk-free Greenlight trial today at greenlight.com/Wondery. That's greenlight.com/Wondery.
Kids, listen to your mother.
Mom!
Welcome to Between Us Moms with Katie Crafts-Morg and Hallie Stevens-Drake.
Hey mamas, welcome back to Between Us Moms with Hallie and Katie. We have such a treat for you today. Our guest is someone you've seen on all the red carpets interviewing the biggest stars in Hollywood, but lately her world has been filled with baby smiles, the cutest ones, might I add, and first-time mom adventures with her daughter, Layla. She's the most supportive, fun, genuine person we know. She's the kind of woman who cheers everyone on. She's a total girl's girl. We're talking about 3-time Emmy-winning correspondent and producer for Entertainment Tonight, no big deal, Deidre Behar. Now, should we say Deidre Behar Wellman? Should we give a little... Yeah,
I will tell you, having a child forced me, because this was just a personal choice, forced me to finally legally change my name.
Oh, so you officially did it now.
I said this was just my personal choice. I didn't want to leave the hospital with a different last name than my child.
Yeah.
So Max was like, Deirdre, it's like do or die. Like now is the time. Do you want to change your name? Do you not want to change your name? And I was like, I'm pregnant. It's the holidays. I have extra time. We went to that Social Security office and we got it done. So at work, I'm Deidre Behar, but in real life, I am Deidre Behar Wellman.
Oh, well, we're real life peeps. I feel like we should talk about how we know you, because you aren't just, one of our regular celebrity guests. You're a special celebrity guest to us. I mean, you kick it off because you were the entree to my knowing Deidre.
Yes.
I feel like I'm going to get emotional because I've been through so many walks of life with Deidre.
That's true.
And now being in this walk of motherhood feels so special. Like it just makes my heart melt a little bit. And I want to go back to like the moment when you brought Layla into this world. Can you kind of tell me like what is your oh man, it's happening moment? Walk us through all of it.
Oh, I'm really grateful. Oh God, wow. The tears are already starting. I'm really grateful to have friends like the two of you. Because pregnancy wasn't as scary as it could have been because I have the most supportive, knowledgeable queen friends like the two of you to guide me through it. So any question I had during pregnancy, any fear or doubt that I had, it was really easy to like just send a text or ask a question in passing. And you guys always put me at ease and made me feel wonderful. So thank you always for being so supportive and wonderful. Because, both of you now having 2 girls each, you've walked in shoes that was foreign territory to me. So, pregnancy was great. It was, I don't want to call it easy. It certainly wasn't, but I was okay. And I was able to still be on my feet and work and travel and live and do all those things. And then she came early. And that is literally, it's like a walking example of you make plans and God laughs. I thought I had some like 10 peaceful, beautiful nesting days to myself. My maternity leave had started and I'm out at dinner with my husband and my parents. And this is like such a mom TMI thing. I thought I peed myself a little bit.
Yeah.
I was like, this is definitely just like pregnancy incontinence, pee incontinence. And I'm just sitting at the table eating dinner with them. And I was like, I'm obviously not going to bring up that like I feel like I just peed myself. But it's like, it's all good. And it turns out, fast forward a few hours, my water had actually broken. It is not like what they say it is in the movies. It is not like a gush on a street corner and some man comes and saves you and whisks you away to the hospital because, of course, you're never with your family at that moment. But I wound up having her and childbirth was wild again. Thank you both for preparing me for that. Telling me about all the fun things that comes with that. And then I don't think I slept for the 4-ish days that we were in the hospital from being admitted to the moment we left, call it about 3.5 days. I swear I didn't sleep a wink. And I just sat there in those like peaceful early morning hours. It was just Layla and me. And I literally think that was when the light bulb went off. And I was like, I'm a mom. And this little baby that's sitting here on my chest is depending on me for everything, for love, for comfort, for nutrition, for survival, all of these things. And so of course Max was obviously with my husband is Max. He was with me the entire time, but when I would say, please, you should sit down and try to like take a nap for a moment. And it was just Layla and me and it was dark. And that was when I think I was like, oh wow, the ride has started.
Is it what you thought it was going to be when they first put her on your chest? Because some moms feel like an instant bond, and some moms are like, WTF, like what is happening?
Yeah. Honestly, can I say like a combo of both? I obviously was like instantly obsessed with her, but I'm a like a true realist and I know that I was not prepared. I didn't read the book, I didn't take the class, I didn't do a whole lot. I felt like again, back to the two of you, I've got the most incredible tribe of women surrounding me who know exactly what they're doing, who are model parents, who are raising incredible children, who are well mannered and kind and sweet. Like I've spent time with both of your children and they're models of who you are. You know, like you hold them to high standards because that's how you treat yourself. You hold yourself to a high standard. And I always just thought to myself, well, if Katie's kids are amazing and Hallie's kids are amazing, like let me just follow what they're doing. So I kind of just like to be thrown into the deep end and then sort of figure my way out. And yeah, like breastfeeding, not easy. Learning sleeping and your whole new REM cycle or lack thereof, not easy. But it's the most incredible, rewarding, fulfilling thing I've ever done. It really is. There is no amount of money that you can give me that I would trade for those morning smiles.
Yeah.
Our favorite thing is we go into her crib in the morning, we open the curtains and we go, good morning, my little angel, like in her typical annoying parent voices. She just lights up and she is so alert and like focused and she's so excited to see us. There is nothing in the world that you can buy me or give me that will give me the same joy that the morning smiles give me.
Right. Isn't
Yeah.
that wild? Because we've been like, we've all known each other now for, I mean, you guys have known each other longer than us, but like
Over
decade,
a decade.
you know, we're like in it and we've known, like Katie said, known each other in many seasons. And like at just those moments, it's like you've never experienced love or excitement like that before.
Completely. I love my
Incredible.
husband more than anything. I love my sister. I love my parents. I love everybody. I love my friends. But there's just, I don't know, something like very primal and like instinctual
Yeah.
about this little person. And may I add that, you know, the first couple weeks are real weird. Like, I'm just trying to keep you alive. Do you like me? Do I like you? Like, you know, it's just kind of figuring, especially for like a first time mom. But I think we really like turned a corner around, I don't know, like the 8 to 10 week mark where it's
When they
like
can smile.
Yeah.
less potato, more human.
Yeah.
And it's like they smile and she knows you. And the hugs, like I know it's not a real hug, but like she puts her arms out like this. And it's like, it's just heart melting.
Mm.
So anyone who is like thinking about being a parent, I would say if your heart is pulling you in that direction, do it. It is so fulfilling and so rewarding. I I think I'd be lying if I said I loved every second. There were definitely some challenging nights and some challenging moments, and it's embarrassing in public when your kid won't stop crying. And what I found is honestly that like most moms, I dare to say all, but I haven't encountered all moms. Most moms no one cares. No one cares
Yeah.
that your child's screaming. Only you care. And I'm
Mhm.
like, why am I embarrassed? That person probably is a mom or a dad. That person's probably a mom or a dad. Like, in fact, most people like try to like rush to help. Like, do you need anything? Can I grab the coffee for you so you can push her? Like, it's little things like that that have made a huge difference.
Oh, it's so
Yeah.
nice. And you talked about Max. We do have to talk about Max for a second.
Oh, the best.
For anyone who's listening who is just now meeting Deidre, she and Max have known each other forever. There's a classic video of them at his bar mitzvah, slow dancing. Like
Yes.
literally, you guys were babies together. So you've known each other forever. And, you know, Andrew and I have known each other forever. Oh, I found that getting to meet him as a dad was meeting a whole new side of him that
Mhm.
I didn't ever expect. What have you found in meeting the dad version of Max? What does that feel
Oh,
like?
exceeded all expectations. I just wrote his Father's Day card not long ago, and I was a sobbing puddle of mess.
Mm.
I was like, you watch her. I am going into the kitchen to go write your Father's Day card. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
the love that a dad has for a daughter, it's just beautiful. It really is. And, he's so supportive. And I couldn't do this podcast if he didn't say, go have a great time talking to your friends. I'll go take her on a walk. Go to your workout class. I want to make sure that you take care of your physical and your mental health. Like,
Why am I crying now?
because you have a supportive husband also, it's like it makes you think about
Yeah.
all the things that your partner makes better for you. And so that's why, like, people who do it on their own, oh my God, I bow down. I really bow down. And however I can help you, call me and let me know, because we've only got one. You guys have two. That's a whole other thing that we'll talk about when that date and time comes for me. But right now, I constantly say, I'm like, you and I are running on empty. Like, we are full 100% involved parents. I was like, I don't know how you throw another kid into this. And I was like, and I'm so lucky that, like, he can drive while I entertain her in the back seat, or he can go get the coffee and I can go feed her. Like, we really operate as a full-fledged team.
Mm-hmm.
And I always knew he was a great son, a great brother, a great boyfriend, fiance, husband. But then seeing him as a father, oh, all bets are off. Like, it is just the most beautiful thing I've ever witnessed. Yeah, sorry.
Max, our king.
No,
Oh,
we're puddles here, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna lighten the mood for a second.
Please.
You mentioned the sleepless nights. We
Yep.
know that breastfeeding is a full-time job and that you are up, essentially, especially in those early weeks, every 3 hours they gotta eat.
Yep.
Doesn't matter if it's 2 a.m., 4 a.m. What is the weirdest or funniest thing that you have Googled at 3 a.m.?
Oh God. The most recent, you guys, this is so Deidre. I have so much hair. Like, I've always had this, like, so much thick hair, so much long hair, blessing and a curse. I literally had to Google the other day because, it's dark, you're feeding them. I was like, is it okay if hair gets into breast milk? I literally, like, my hair is like breaking off at the ends. And I think I use the Haka, the little, like, silicone
To
pump.
catch.
I don't know how it happened, but, like, I noticed a little piece of hair got in there. I obviously removed it, but I was like, what if there's more? I start spiraling out of control. That's just, like, one example. Thank goodness for Google and for friends that are also in the trenches. I have a lot of friends who have welcomed babies in 2025, and they were all up at 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. And it was so common for me to check my phone at those hours and there to be 7 or 8 text messages. A year prior, absolutely not. That would have been very strange. But again, it just kind of just goes back to, like, the whole supportive mom community thing. Like, there's no question that's too weird. I literally thought there was my hair in breast milk, and I was like, am I going to hurt my kid? And thankfully, do you want to know the answer?
Yes.
No, it passes right through them. It's fine. And, like, we're going on vacation, like a first family vacation next week. And I literally Googled, what happens if my child ingests sand? We're going to be on the beach. She puts her hands in her mouth constantly. Apparently that's also not toxic. Obviously avoid it as much as you can, but it's like, listen, if a few grains of sand get in their mouth, it's not the end of the world. And
You'll realize,
Yes.
Well, I was going to say you'll realize all these things that we're so worried about, especially as a first-time mom and when the
Yep.
babies are so young, start to go out the window when my 10-month-old now was, like, crawling over to the dog food and the dog bowl and, like, wants her hands in it constantly. And I'm like trying to wash her hands because I'm like, do you get parasites this way? Do you get, like,
yeah.
No, sorry, go
Collins
ahead.
takes handfuls of dirt out of my planters and just eats it. And I was like, baby 2, you really ease up. I remember
Yeah.
baby 1, I was Googling everything. And then baby 2, you realize they're resilient little creatures and it just boosts up their immune system, It's
Oh,
fine.
good. That's a good way of thinking about
Yeah.
it. Yeah, it's like you guys both have 2. It's kind of like, make it work, figure it out. If there's a handful of dirt in your mouth, or if there's a handful of sand, like,
You
it's
just let
fine.
it go. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
You wash hands. do what you can
constantly.
to
Yeah.
protect them, but my hands are like paper sand because I just watch them
Yeah.
all the time. And then
Yes.
I like douse them in coconut oil at the end of the day.
Yes, it's important.
It's just,
We're big on cleanliness over here too. Everything is sterilized. And I know that maybe as a second time mom, it'll be like, you don't always have to use the sterilizer. After every use, you can hand wash with lots of soap and boiling water. It still gets the point across. But for now, while I'm still the first time parent and I'm still figuring, I'm almost 16 weeks in. I still am Googling quite a bit and doing all the things.
Yeah.
fair enough.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, this is about work. You're on
Mm.
maternity leave right now, so we're really grateful you're giving us time out of your precious mat leave.
Please.
But you have interviewed so many moms, and one of my favorite things during your pregnancy was watching the moms that you interviewed, how they just cared and like loved you, like Ashanti sending you a baby gift for Layla, and like, touching your belly and giving a little blessing to Layla in your belly, or like Vanna White knitted you a blanket for Layla before she was even born. I mean, it was truly like,
Mm.
it shows just what a wonderful journalist you are, that you connect on even a deeper level. But
Thank you.
of the moms you've interviewed so far, is there one that especially inspires you?
Oh gosh. I mean, is it corny to say every mom inspires me in a different way?
No,
I
that's real. I
mean,
love it.
I can't say enough good things about the two of you. I mean, forget celebrities. I mean, the passion that Katie has for what her kids are eating and making sure that the ingredients are pure and as good as possible, and that she just what all Katie's guilty of is wanting her kids to be healthy, like live a good life, like it's a lot of extra work on Katie's part to like shop at different places and read the labels and find the alternatives, but it's like it's all just because she wants Kai and Emma to have the best food, nutrition, and health possible. And it's like, Hallie, you just make everything magical. Like it's Tuesday morning and you decided it was blueberry pancake day. And you decided that we were gonna listen to music and dance around the kitchen, and my daughter was gonna wear a tutu because why not? Because it's Tuesday and it's a special occasion. Like
Yeah.
I take away little pearls from every person.
Mhm.
Yes, celebrities included. Ashanti, an amazing resource for me. She
Mm.
is full blown touring the world, promoting her new reality show. She is pumping. She is spending so much time with that little boy. The second that that woman gets off stage, it is all about KK, her son. She is obsessed with him. She told me, be prepared for your heart to expand in ways you didn't know was possible. And she also told me to prioritize rest.
Yeah.
because if you don't get your sleep, you are of no service to yourself and you are of no service to anyone else, especially not a child. So she was the one that really reinforced, if you have to ask for help, if you have to lean on a partner, lean on your grandparents, whoever it may be, just to take a nap so you can kind of get back up to, whatever it is, 75, 85, 95%, do it. Like, don't be afraid to take in the help that is being offered to you. And then, there's someone like Vanna White, whose children are grown and in their 30s and out of the house. And it was like, what do you think? I was like 6 months pregnant, I think, when I was speaking with her. And she was like, just love them, just unconditional love. And it's like, that's so broad, but it's so simple and it's so effective. Like, I really feel like the foundation that Max and I are trying to set for our daughter Layla is like, you can be anyone, you can love anything, you can do anything. Like, we often sit in bed and go, do you think she'll be a dancer? Do you think she'll be a soccer player? Do you think she'll want to be a journalist? Or maybe she'll want to be a scientist? Like, it doesn't matter. As long as you're a good person, you have strong integrity, you treat others the way that you'd like to be treated. Those are the only things that like we really care about. And I think the foundation for all of that is like, did I feel loved at home? And hopefully it's like a huge resounding yes, because I don't know, the limit does not exist. We must kiss her 50,000 times a day.
Yeah. The limit does not exist.
It's not.
In that same sort of realm of career and work and motherhood, I guess, has motherhood changed the way that you think or define success or ambition? I feel like you and I I think back to like our clever days.
Yes.
Like we've been
Wow.
so ambitious in our careers and we've been so fortunate and lucky enough to have done like so many cool things together. Like we've gone literally from like jobs to like creating our own YouTube page at one time.
Yes.
So I'm just so curious if it's like changed how you look at ambition and success and all that.
Are you guys familiar with the rubber ball, glass ball theory?
No. Yeah,
Okay.
I've heard this before,
You've
but
heard this?
share. Yeah.
Okay. It's the theory that you can do multiple things in life. You can you can juggle multiple balls, but some of them are made of glass and some of them are made of rubber. Glass balls break. So your glass balls are your valuables. That's my relationship with my husband. That's my relationship with my daughter. That's uh, personal things, personal commitments, things that just mean a lot to me and are sort of non-negotiables. And then you've got rubber balls, also important, but if you bounce a rubber ball, life will move on. So
Mm.
that's your chores. That's doing things around the house. That might be a social commitment. I was supposed to meet a friend for lunch. If you cancel, is it the end of the world? Absolutely not. Should you try to see your friends and be a supportive friend? Yes, absolutely. But I truly just am trying to operate with that theory and that mentality that I never want to do anything to sacrifice the integrity and love, the depth of love that I have for my marriage and for my child, my family. But I also have a lot of things that I love to do. Also, I love our career. We've worked, all three of us have worked so hard to get to this place that we're at. And I still want to do things that fulfill the Deidre bucket, not just the mom bucket or the wife bucket. So it's like a matter of, can I hold up all these balls at once? And I understand when, if work says we need you to go to New York to do this shoot, well, then that means that I'm not spending time with my child. So we just got to make sure that it's worth it. Got to make sure that it's something that is fulfilling for me, that pours into my cup. And then, sometimes you got to say no to work because I'm not missing my daughter's dance recital. I'm not going to miss those important milestone things. Hopefully I'm there when she takes her first steps, when she says her first words. But I guess to specifically answer your question, success is still, I still define it the way we all do, but now I have this whole other arena to sink my teeth into. So
Mm.
success, like we had a bottle struggle, and my daughter really did not want to accept a bottle. And we worked hard on it and we did it every single day, one bottle a day at least. And finally now it's second nature. And that to me is success. There is no trophy, there is no accolade, there is no nothing you can hand me that makes me feel as accomplished and pleased and filled with gratitude that she now accepts a bottle with no problem.
Hmm.
Like that's something, if you had asked me a year ago, like, have you thought about how you're going to feed your kid? I would have said, LOL, no. Focused on other things over here, can't you see? But now it's like, we cheer over what her diaper looks like. We the text messages that my husband and I exchange are so wildly different than they were even 16 weeks ago before she was here. But I am more confident than ever watching people like the two of you who pour into both, right? You have Katie and then you have Katie the mom, and you have Hallie and you have Hallie the mom. And you guys pour into all four of those buckets, and it's so nice to see that there are women who do it all, maybe not all at the same time, but you can have the things that fulfill you in a personal sense and in a professional sense.
Amen.
Yeah. And also, I have to say, this whole chat has been so classic you because you're so part of just who your DNA like instilled in you is lifting up the people around you. Like I've watched you do it for years now. And I just want to say on a public platform that when
Um,
I returned from my mat leave to work, Deidre and I sat next to each other every single day. I mean, pumping at work is literally the worst thing on the planet. It's just, we can all agree it sucks, but
so
it's a
I have that to look
necessity.
forward to. I have that to
Yeah,
look forward to.
you have
Great.
that to look forward to. And this, I'm telling you, I wish I still sat next to you because every single day when it was time for me to go pump, Deidre would find a different song with the word pumping it, like pump it up, or like, any random ass song. She would find a song
Oh,
and she would blast it like it was my up to bat song in the middle of the newsroom, and
That's it,
everyone,
baby.
but you spread these like really, I have goosebumps and it makes me teary eyed, but you have this way of just making people feel so good about
yeah.
themselves. It's going to be so wonderful to just watch Layla grow up with you as a mom because, oh, I'm going to cry. But anyway, I hope when you return to work, you have someone there to pump you up and to, I mean,
Oh,
literally the whole room would clap for me as I went to go pump because you made that so. But I wanted to say that's the kind of person you are.
oh, thank you.
I
Well,
hope
you're,
you have that too. Like,
Yeah.
because I remember Hallie telling me about that and how
yeah.
you were such a champion and such a cheerleader when,
Mhm.
yeah, pumping sucks. And pumping sucks, I'm sure, especially in a utility
Office.
closet or wherever you pump at work. And
Yep.
it's not fun. And it's not fun to like pour the milk and then have to store it and then clean the parts and then do it all over again.
Right. And then go back to
So,
your job. Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
Not
yeah.
the day spa. I went to dinner the other night and the waitress was about 8 months pregnant. And we were just talking and I was getting her life story. And she said, I really wish that I could put breastfeeding on my resume because I've done over
Yes.
1,800 hours and no one in the workforce seems to be impressed by that. But she's like, I've literally worked more than a full-time job
Hmm.
feeding my child. And I literally said to her, I bow down, I worship, I am going to start putting it on my resume because it really is such a time suck. It is not easy. It was not a skill that was easy for me to acquire. It was through a lot of trial and error and reading and talking to friends and all of that. And so, yeah, Hallie, you're going to go pump. We're going to pump you up. The
Yeah.
least we can do is put on a song to cheer you off into the dark closet or
Yeah.
wherever you went
Yeah.
to go handle business
Yeah.
because that is a woman that I can have 100% respect for is someone who is here at work fulfilling her life passion of being a broadcaster and an entertainment news host, but she also makes sure to pump because she wants to make sure her daughter's fed when she gets home that day.
Well, and the
It's so
beauty of it
beautiful.
is that you saw all that before you even had the lens of being a mom. So that's who you are. I
Oh,
just wanted a moment to say that.
thank
And
you.
you are the ultimate encourager. So
Thank
I
you.
know our time is coming to a close, but I did want to know if you had words of encouragement for the women listening who are either in the thick of a season of motherhood. I know you're in those new days still, but just any words of encouragement or advice that you would share, just woman to woman, sister to sister.
Hang in there.
Mm.
It gets better. Everyone told me that, and they were right. Those nights at 4 in the morning when you've got an irate child and you don't know what you're doing, you're trying to, whether you're formula feeding or trying to figure out breastfeeding, it doesn't matter. It's all challenging. I would say we turned a corner around the 10-week mark. Certainly, once she turned 3 months, it was like, okay, this is now getting fun.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We can now meet friends for coffee. We can do stroller dates. I have a little human that I can put in outfits that I'm excited about. I think the first like 8 weeks of her life, it was just pajama, pajama,
Yeah.
pajama, pajama.
Yeah. Onesie, onesie, onesie.
Yeah.
What's easy to change a diaper in?
Correct. Just hang in there and accept help. I am so
Mhm.
lucky that we have my parents here, Max's parents here. My sister's not too far. She drives up any chance she can. Max's sister as well. Everybody who has offered to come over and give me a break to take a shower, say yes. Take time for yourself. If you are a tired, running on empty version of yourself, you are literally of no good to anybody.
Yeah.
And so take the moments for yourself so you can come back a more replenished, fulfilled mom who's ready to go and ready to give back to her family and just enjoy the ride because yes it was annoying obviously being up at 4 in the morning and walking around like a zombie during the day, but now that I am in week 16 I look back on those nights and I go those weren't so bad,
Yeah.
like
And aren't you proud?
Mhm.
beyond. It is such an accomplishment. I like every day that we keep her alive, every day that I get to continue breastfeeding, it's like pat yourself on the back, girl. Like you've arrived. Like I try to do small micro goals. I don't want to be like I must do it for a year. I try not to do that. Too much pressure. But like every week that she is growing, that she is producing diapers, that she is gaining weight, that we are both, Max and I are both happy and enjoying this. Like, it's like, what a gift. It really is such a gift. And then the ultimate gift is to do it with your besties. Like, to go to each other's kids' birthday parties and to hang out in each other's backyards and to get to raise little people together. I mean, come on, it does not get better than that.
Oh, well, you are
We're
just
so
an
happy for
angel.
you.
I love
And
you.
I love you so much. And
And
I'm
can I say one thing? I am so proud of this podcast.
Oh.
It is so good. It is so authentic. It is so raw. There is nothing, Lord knows, there is nothing either of you hold back. And I'm sure there are a lot of other wonderful podcasts in this space, but this one is just, it's doing it. And I'm so proud of you guys. You got a billboard in Times Square for a reason. That was an accomplishment. It wasn't an accident. So pat yourselves on the back because you're taking care of two little wild things all day long. And you're also building an incredible brand and you're expanding your community to make other people feel maybe a little less alone who are going through, serious matters as they're raising their children. So I'm so proud of the both of you. I'm a bumper forever.
I love you.
I love you guys.
I love you.
God. How
Like,
many times
you're
did we
doing it.
cry? Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing it.
You
Like,
are.
look at you.
Yeah.
Look
Thank
at
you.
you.
We're trying. So
Oh, you're
thanks for all the
slay.
love and encouragement.
Exceeding, like, you're doing the most. You're an amazing mom, an amazing correspondent, host, producer, friend, daughter, wife. Like, you are all of the things. And I hope you feel that and know that. And
Thank you.
we love you so much.
Love you guys.
and
And I can owe all of that back to you.
Well, we need to do this more.
Yes.
Anytime you want to come on, there's always an open
you.
door.
Thank you. I can't tell you how much I enjoyed listening to Cricket and Hannah and obviously Carolyn Krause on the podcast. It was really interesting to hear the family perspective, like how Katie grew up. And, Hannah is an amazing mom too. Like I learned a lot from listening to her and obviously Cricket, my spirit guide,
Yes.
life.
Our wild thing.
We should all be a little more like Cricket.
That's right.
We should.
Well, we
Amen.
love you.
Love you guys. Love you.
Thanks for making time.
Thank you.